What's good, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now, today we're going to be doing a tier list. I don't know where the F tier is, but I might need to add another tier. There is legitimately no F tier. So, I don't know why. I'm doing this on my phone, because why not? So, today we're going to be ranking NFL teams. This is for the 2024 season. You might see some outdated logos. It's just because it was the first one I found, and I don't know if I can find another one that's better. I'm just gonna have to find that out later. But here we go. So we have the Commanders, which down here they're the Redskins. So if you see, I'm moving them around. They're the Redskins on this because this was supposed to be for a 2019 thing, but I'm doing it in 2024. So, I say the Commanders are a C tier for right now, but can potentially be a B. Why I think that is because Jaden Daniels, we don't know how he's going to play. They have pieces around him, but they're in Washington. So I just clearly don't know how they're gonna play. I don't know if Jaden Daniels is gonna do good. I don't know if he's gonna get benched. Like, who knows? Like, I know Jaden Daniels is like very electric in like the pocket and stuff. He's like our RG3. But the only problem is when the Commanders had RG3 before, I believe he broke or tore something in the 2012 playoffs. So that's why I'm putting them in C tier. So the next one is the Miami Dolphins. I say the Miami Dolphins are S tier because they have the right pieces around them. Mike McDaniels knows how to use those pieces. And the defense is going to get better because they just added Jordan Poyer and other pieces. This team, I think this team always gets overhyped and does bad. Like, since this is my first year doing it, I saw other people do it, like RBT and a couple other people. But those were react videos. So this team, from what I remember, there's like a division that he did. I'm just ranking them by teams. I'm going to do divisions later, but right now I'm doing teams. I say the Chargers are going to be C tier, but above the Commanders. I almost called them the Redskins. Don't get me demonetized, please, but I'm just used to saying Redskins. The Chargers, Justin, I believe in John Harbaugh, even though he was, I don't think he was in the Ravens thing at one point and used Joe. I don't remember, but I'm a believer in John Harbaugh. They fired Brandon Staley, which is a good piece for that, but I don't know about the run game. Why would they pick up Gus Edwards, but get rid of Austin Eckler? I know he was, like, doing bad in Los Angeles this year, but, like, just keep him around for, like, another season. Like, if he's out of a contract, then just sign him to a one-year deal, see how he does. If he does good, get an extension. Like, and also Gus Edwards, he was a Raven, but he was a backup. He wasn't that good as a backup because and I don't think this is the Ravens' fault. Well, it is the Ravens' fault, not Gus's fault. But during the AFC Championship, they ran the ball 6 times in the second half with all 3 of the good running backs. So that's why I'm saying C tier for the Chargers. My Lions, it's not, well, this team is very good, the Lions. So I'm putting them in S tier. Dan Campbell did a really good job with the team he had, and he actually got pieces in the draft and free agency. They got pieces to surround the defense, and that's good because you want to fill up holes. Since cornerback was like a big weakness, they got burnt every time. Well, not every time. They got a couple interceptions. Like, I don't even know the Lions cornerback core, but I heard it was like very bad, so they got that in the draft, and yeah, they're gonna probably make the Super Bowl this year if they know what they're doing. So the Chicago Bears. I don't know what to say about the Chicago Bears. Like, my mind says B tier, but my gut says A tier. Like, I just don't. I'm gonna put them in B tier right now, but I might change my opinion later when the season starts. But the Chicago Bears have Matt Eberflus. He sucks. He does not know how to be a head coach. Yeah, he made the right draft choice in selecting Caleb Williams. But this guy didn't know what Justin Fields' strong suit was, and it was quarterback scrambles. And scrambling out of the pocket and trying to get outside and make those throws. And I don't know if he's going to now figure out that, Caleb Williams is more of an in-pocket guy. And he's putting receivers all around him. He didn't do that with Justin Fields. So, I just think he's going to get fired halfway through the season. Because he's not that good. Panthers. They're going to be in D tier. I almost. Why I say D tier? There's one problem with the Panthers. They're going to have an up year. They're not going to be F tier. Because I think Bryce Young's going to play well because they got him actual good receivers and actually pieces around him. So, but I just need to see one more year from Bryce. If he plays bad, then I'm putting the Panthers in F tier. You can't completely write him off after one bad season. Like, that's not how the game works. You have to test Bryce Young for one more season. Here's an example. The Raiders got Jamarcus Russell in the first overall pick. They wanted to use him, but he didn't do anything. Bryce Young is actually helping. But I know he's an Alabama quarterback, but he's actually watching tapes and not watching blank game tapes. All right. Next team is the Cowboys. They always underperform. They just re-signed Mike McCarthy, so if they just got a new head coach, they probably would have been in S tier, but I'm going to put them in B tier right now, above the Bears, because they actually have experience. Dak Prescott he's all right, to say the least. He's not the best quarterback, but he's like a top 10 guy. He's like worse than like the top 5, but being a top 10 guy is very good in the league because that means that the Cowboys actually have a lot of trust in you, and I think they re-signed him. I'm not sure. But he can also get benched for Trey Lance, and then Trey Lance can play out of his mind. So, they're going to be B tier. The Colts. They're going in C tier behind both of these teams. I just don't know why they didn't solve the cornerback room. And they got Joe Flacco, so that's why they're getting put in the C tier. I'm a Browns fan, by the way, but I'm not going to be biased. This is my opinion, so don't go off of my opinion. But I think their cornerback room is going to get burnt, like, more than last year. And that's saying something, because their cornerback room is trash. Like, very trash. Like, I don't think they're going to be that good. So, that's what I'm saying. Let's put them in C tier. Seahawks. This is tough. Geno had one good season out of nowhere. One comeback player of the year. But But I don't know where to put him because DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and Jackson Smith-Njigba is one of the best receiving corps in the league. So, if Geno Smith can play like he did 2 years ago, this team is... Oh, come on. Sorry. But this team is A tier if that does that. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. It's just a glitch, but I think they're going to be D tier above the Panthers because I just don't know how Geno's going to play. He's still unproven to me. Like, that's just to me. But I just don't know about Jackson. I just don't know. Like, Jackson Smith-Njigba didn't play well. Jake Bobo is alright, and DJ Dallas is doing alright. But, like, the receiving corps is very good. They have a lot of good to mid guys, which you want, but it's just up to Geno. Like, he has the awareness to get out of the pocket and scramble. But he also has the awareness of throwing interceptions every time. Like, you saw that with the Jets, and you saw that with the Seahawks. Well, last year's, but... Alright, Titans. They're building around Will Levis, which I don't think is a good idea. So, I'm going to put him in D tier behind the Panthers. They could prove me wrong, though. Will Levis could be that franchise guy, and it could potentially boost them up to A tier. But right now, I just say, you should not build around Will Levis. Like, I don't... Like, the way he played last year is good. He was good, but, like, he was better than Ryan Tannehill. But that's not saying anything, because Ryan Tannehill he's, like, 36 now, and he's old. Like, very old for a quarterback. And for things in the NFL, so... And for, like, a player in the NFL, that's old. Saints. The Saints. I don't know where to put F tier. Sorry, one of my friends is a Saints fan, but if you're seeing this video, I have to put him in F tier. Derek Carr did not play good. Like, oh yeah, 28 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. How is that bad? He was like bottom half of the league. And he's approaching like 30 something. Like he's either almost 30 or approaching or is higher than 30. And he was just not accurate with the football. And also it's about Dennis Allen. Like, Dennis Allen probably will get fired. Like, he will probably get fired mid-season too because of how bad he is. Like, he doesn't know how to use his weapons, like what Josh McDaniels did and other teams. Like, yeah. So, that's why I'm putting him in F tier. Okay, Texans are an A tier team. They beat the Browns in the playoffs. I'm still mad about that, but it's completely fine because I just need to see one more good season from CJ Stroud to put them in the S tier category. Tank Dell, good. CJ Stroud, good. Defense, good. But it's just like I just need to see one more season. I know there's sophomore slumps, but I think CJ Stroud will surpass that. Packers are also A tier. Looks like Jordan Love is the guy for the Packers. He figured out the playbook. Aaron Rodgers is not. He did not really teach Jordan Love anything. So Jordan Love had to figure out the playbook, figured it out, then they're good. Because Jordan Love has experience behind Aaron Rodgers. And now he's probably going to play for like 18 years. Then get put down to the Jets because the Jets love Packers with the quarterbacks. But, yeah. Alright. Jaguars. They just got Gabe Davis as a number 2 potentially. Still have Christian Kirk and others, but I say they're a C-tier team, but above the rest. I just need to see one more year of Trevor Lawrence playing good because even though he just signed a contract, it's all on potential. Like, he has the potential to be good. But Doug Peterson is, like, he brought Trevor Lawrence to a good season. And but if they just keep Doug Peterson for, like, a bit longer, I say the Jaguars are at least a, like, 7-6 seed. Bengals are going in B tier, but above the Bears, behind the Cowboys, so in the middle. Joe Burrow, I don't know how he's going to play. Like, and this is not biased, by the way. I legitimately do not know how he's going to play. It just determines on if he plays good or not. If he plays good, it's going to S tier. But if he plays bad, then he's a B tier QB. So that's all I really have to say about the Bengals. The rest, like, cornerbacks are alright. They did get beat last year, but if Joe Burrow goes down with a calf injury, they're gonna, like, be down because they had to start Jake Browning again. But Arizona Cardinals. This is hard because they just got Marvin Harrison in the draft. Kyler's coming back. And if you remember the last time Kyler had a good receiver, DeAndre Hopkins. And he just chunked it downfield to him and he lost like half the people. Cardinals are going to be C tier above the Colts in the Chargers and Commanders. Colts, Chargers, Commanders. It's just all on Kyler Murray. Doesn't have Hollywood Brown anymore, which that is a sign that they're going to probably be bad for like 1 year, but they have the potential. The defense, and also Jonathan Gannon is like, I believe he's a defensive mind. But like he brought the team to 3 wins last year, and it was a very trash roster. Like, they were very bad. Like, very, very bad. But that's what landed them the number 5 pick. And they got Marvin Harrison. So, maybe Cardinals could be good with Kyler, Marvin Harrison, James Conner, Rondale Moore, and a bunch of other receivers. But that's all I really have to say about the Cardinals. They have Budda Baker still on the defensive side. I don't know who else they have because all I know is Budda Baker, Jalen Thompson, and Leaky Fotu on the defensive side for the Cardinals. I don't know about the rest, but Cardinals might be a playoff team, but they're definitely not winning the division with the other name talents they have. The Browns are an A-tier team. Yeah, this is not biased at all. I think they're like probably going to be the worst out of the A-tier teams. The Browns can clearly win the division with the defense they have. It's just all up to Deshaun Watson and the offense. If he plays good, it's A-tier. If he plays bad, it's a B-tier. I'm putting him in A-tier because I think he's going to play good. Like, he's going to go, like, have 90% of his Texans form and just win. That's what I think. The defense is just amazing. Like, we don't need to worry about the defense, but the offense is what we need to worry about. Offensive line, good. Tight end, good. Receiving core, good. Running back, amazing. Quarterback, mid. Like, we need to worry about the offense and not the defense. Like, the defense is fine. Because And we also didn't have a first-round pick this year. So we just had to get depth pieces because, yeah, Shelby Harris might retire. So that's why we got Michael Hall Jr., I think. I think that's what his name is. Or he might be on the offensive side. Like, it's just we need to figure out what the quarterback is. If I see one good season from Deshaun, I'm putting the Browns in S tier the next time I do this. But it's just all up on Deshaun. I might be watching the games every single day and be like, okay, if Deshaun does good, makes us to the playoffs, maybe a first round bye, who knows? But we can just win with Deshaun. It's easy throughout the whole season. We kind of haven't. Well, I haven't looked at the Browns schedule yet. I might look at the Browns schedule after this video is published, but I'm probably overhyping my team right now. But I think they're going to probably get in a playoff spot with the way if Deshaun plays good. And it might even lead to a first-round bye into the divisional round. Eagles. I say they're a B-tier team above every other team. I don't know what to say about the Eagles. They just had a down year. They're actually building pieces. I just need to see more of Jalen Hurts. Like, that's it. Like, Jalen Hurts and this offense, like, crumbled. And the defense got, like, burnt half the time. They still made a playoff spot, but, like, I just need to see one more year. That's it, of just good football. Maybe a divisional round appearance. That's it. And then I can write them in that, like, A tier, S tier. Vikings. Justin Jefferson's healthy again. Oh, he's becoming fully healthy. Jordan Addison looks promising. KJ Osborne is KJ Osborne. They lost their running back and replaced it with Aaron Jones. So this offense is probably going to be very good. Defense is where it can fall apart. Corner, they need help on. Like, they really need help on their corner situation. But the rest of the defense is good enough to where they could probably make a wild card. For that, I'm going to put them in B tier above the Bears. Patriots are obviously going to be in F tier. I think what the Patriots are going to do is have one more down year, get a good pick, use Jacoby Brissett instead of Drake May because he's just raw talent, and Jacoby Brissett can help him out. And yeah, that's what I think. And they can get like a receiver or some sort in next year's draft. Giants, I also think they're going to be F tier, but above every single other F tier because they have the pieces. It's just up to Daniel Jones. That's it. Up to Daniel Jones. He is not good. So it's just up to him and up to the rest of the roster to be good. If they play good, it might be a C tier team, like top of C tier. But right now, I'm just going to say F tier. I can't put them there. All right. Broncos are also going to be F tier. But they're going to be the second best F tier. Bo Nix might play good. The defense is very bad. And the offense might perform to expectations. That's all I have to say about them. Niners, S tier. I can't put them up there yet. Okay, there we go. S tier. Brock Purdy is amazing. Receiving core, amazing. Well, I think they're going to trade Brandon Ayuk and keep Debo because his shiftiness is, like Brock Purdy needs that. Like, even though Kyle Shanahan has the best system, I just don't know. He always blows Super Bowls. That's all I know. He blew 28-3 with the Falcons, and he blew a Super Bowl in the 2019 and 2024 season. So, yeah. Buccaneers. I'm going to put them at the top of A tier. If you think about it, They just signed Baker Mayfield to a 3-year deal. They signed Mike Evans to a 2-year deal. And they have just good pieces. I believe this is the best spot for Baker Mayfield. But, it just is up to Baker to be good. Like, even though they're an A-tier team, I say that it can drop to C-tier if they play bad. But Baker Mayfield had in his first season with Tampa Bay, had a better statistical year than Tom Brady did 2 years ago. So it's just up to him to keep that performance up. It's up to him to play better. And I know some people are going to say it was because of David Jones, but I still believe Baker has plenty left in the tank. And even though he was on the Browns at one point, this is not bias. I think he's going to be one of the best quarterbacks if he plays well. He's going to be better than, like, top 10, like Dak Prescott or something. Ravens, S tier. They're going to be at the middle of S tier because I think the Dolphins are going to be better. But I forgot to put the Niners up at S. Perfect. That's what I want. Ravens is a kind of weird one. They just got Derrick Henry, and they have a good running. They know how to run the ball at least. But when it comes up to the AFC Championship, they're gonna be like, "Hey, let's run the ball 6 times." I did not want to do that. Let's run the ball 6 times in the second half and fumble half the time because we're in the AFC Championship and want the Chiefs to win. But I believe Lamar can have another good year, probably another MVP from him, and yeah. Raiders, they're gonna go in B tier, but they're gonna go at the worst of B tier. Signing Gardner Minshew was a good idea. And that's the first time I'm ever saying that. He played good in Indy. That's all you have to know. They played good in Indy. He played good in Indy. And he also has Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers. Jimmy Garoppolo is still on the team, but he's not going to start due to suspension. And he's also kind of bad, so he might get benched for Gardner Minshew. And if Gardner Minshew plays bad, they still have Aiden O'Connell. So they have, like, quarterbacks that know what they're doing. Aiden O'Connell, even though he was a rookie, he played good. He played like a top 15 quarterback. Like, played good enough to where they could keep him on the team for a fallback option. So, I wonder where to put the Chiefs. Yeah, they're obviously going in the top of S2. It's just like, wow, they're going to be so good. Like, Patrick Mahomes got receiver, and receiver. They have Hollywood Brown, Sky Moore, I forgot the guy's name, Xavier Worthy. They have a good defense to fall back on. They still have Travis Kelce. But that's all I have to say. Falcons. Alright, I'm just going to get this out of the way now. What was the point of the Michael Penix pick? You might be wondering from the Falcons. I think I figured out why. Kirk Cousins is part of the reason why. Falcons are going to go in C-tier, by the way. Bottom of C-tier. Falcons can clearly make the playoff push, but they need a thing to fall back on. So that's probably why they drafted Michael Penix. But the other problem is you didn't need to draft a quarterback in the first round. You could have drafted a receiver to help Kirk Cousins. Or you could have helped out with the defense. But there was also good quarterbacks in like the second, third round that were up there. So if you think about it, drafting a quarterback didn't make sense in that situation, but in later situations, it made sense. And also, the quarterback room only consisted of Kirk Cousins, I believe, and that's it. But you didn't need to draft a quarterback in the first round. No, that just like baloney. Didn't need to do that. But because Kirk Cousins came off a torn ACL, I believe, and he's 36. So that might mean that he's probably not gonna do good because he just came off a torn ACL. That's it. The Jets. With the way they played last year, they did very good. Like, with Zach Wilson, they did very good. But now he's traded to the Broncos, which is very bad. But say the Jets are going to be bottom of A tier. Like, they can make that playoff push. But Aaron Rodgers is coming off 40 and coming off an ACL tear. So, oops. I accidentally moved the Bears. Wait, why is there 2 Patriot teams? No, I'm just going to put this other one in F tier because, yeah. But alright. The Rams are going to be B tier. I didn't want to move the Browns. No. Okay. Rams are going to be B tier because they're going to be actually the top of B tier. I have nothing to say. Matthew Stafford can play good. Puka Nacua can play good. Cooper Kupp can play good. It's all up to the defense because they just lost Aaron Donald, and nothing can replace Aaron Donald, if you know. So, that's all I really have to say. The Bills. I don't know. I actually do not know where to put them. I'm going to put them in D tier. I'm going to put them at the top of D tier. The offense lost their pieces, but, like, they're actually on to something with getting rid of Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis. Because those guys are old. But I just don't think the defense will be good. I didn't want to move them. I just don't think the defense is going to be good. That's it. So, that's the only reason why. I don't remember where I put the Eagles. I think I put them in C tier. No, I put them in B tier. Behind. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. All right. Yeah, I think that's it. Last one, Steelers. Steelers, I say they're going to be C tier. They're going to be at the top of C tier. I think they're going to play good. They have George Pickens, which he can be a reliable number 1 option. They're going to have a good amount of depth on their team. Have a good defense to fall back on. All I really have to say. Alright, so that's going to be the end of this video. I don't have any more. I will send a picture and put it as the thing. I'm going to download this real quick. Yes, I'm going to download that. Perfect. It's downloading. Noise. Alright, so that one. So here's the full thing. You guys can see it. You can take a pause and look at every team. But this is what I think is going to be happening. Oh yeah, don't mind the 2 Patriots teams. I just put them both in F tier because they're the same thing. But that's about it for this video. I hope you like it. If you want, I'm going to be reacting to this in about a couple months. Or not a couple months, till the NFL season ends. So So yeah, I'm gonna have to be looking out for stuff, and that's about the end of this video. Hope you like it. Like, subscribe, leave a comment if you want to, and if you want to be featured, I will probably feature you. I'm not very good at editing and stuff, so I'll try and feature you if you want to be featured in a different video. Just give me video ideas. It's gonna be hard to do video ideas because I'm kind of in a tough situation right now. I barely have any money, and it's gonna be hard for me. So I'm just gonna need. If you guys want me to do video ideas, I'm probably gonna drop it in the comments. That say I could put a vote in the comments